Hello everyone, it's Chris. This is going to be a pretty short video today. I am heading back to Bucks Motorsports, the dealership in Akron, New York, where I bought the Spyder almost exactly 3 months ago. Not heading back because it needs repairs or I'm having problems with it or anything like that. I'm heading back for an accessory installation. And this was an accessory that I intended to have installed when I was here for my first service not too long ago, but the accessory was on back order. When I tell you what the accessory is, a lot of you are going to say, well, why didn't you just do it yourself, install it yourself? It's not a difficult install. I've watched videos on the install of this accessory, and yes, it is doable, even by someone with my limited abilities, but after watching the videos on how to install it, I said, you know what, I don't mind paying someone else to install it. So I'm going out on a beautiful ride to Akron, New York to have my grill screens, I believe that's what they're called, installed. But before I get into why I'm having that done, and I'll show you kind of my grill conditions right now after 3 months of ownership, and we haven't even hit summer yet. It's mid-June as I'm shooting this, and when you'll be watching this, summer starts, I believe, June 21st, and we're not even there yet. It's only going to get worse in terms of the bug accumulation in the summer. I really feel it's an accessory I need. But before I get into that, I want to tell you about something I did. So when I first started this channel, which was back in January, I didn't know where this channel was going to go. And there wasn't much activity when I first started the channel. In fact, I had 0 subscribers for quite a while. It wasn't until I bought the Spyder on March 13th when I started to get subscribers. And that's what you would expect, right? It's a Spyder channel. You kind of need a Spyder to have a Spyder channel. I started it earlier, just announcing what my plan was: to sell my car, to sell my two-wheel motorcycle, and use the Spyder as my sole conveyance. But anyway, when I started the channel, and then when it started to get active in March with the accumulation of subscribers, I really wasn't sure which direction I would go with it. I'm new to not only the Spyder world, but the YouTube world, the GoPro world, so I'm still a novice. One of the things I noticed was that a lot of folks who have Spyder channels, or not Spyder channels, a lot of motovloggers that have all sorts of channels, also have social media accounts related to their channel. They have Facebook pages and Instagram accounts and probably some other, social media apps as well, Twitter, etc. And I will tell you that I have a Facebook personal account, and I've in the past had a Facebook page associated with that account for a project that I'm involved with, unrelated to Spyders or motovlogging or whatever. And the page became such a pain in the neck to manage because the heavy amount of spam that I would get and these messages from all these different kind of angles of spam that were just a total nuisance. I eventually got rid of that page. In the back of my mind, when it came to this YouTube channel, when it came to should I or should I not start a Facebook page, that was in the back of my mind. I thought, do I really want to go through those hassles? Well, I finally actually did it. I started a Facebook page for this YouTube channel. It's called, as you would guess, Spyder Minimalist, and I would just love it if you're on Facebook. I would just love it if you would follow my page. As of right now, when I'm shooting this video, now the video probably won't shoot for another week because I've got other videos in the hoppers, but as I'm shooting this, I have 0, the big 0 followers. So I would love for you to be number 1 or number 10 or number 50 or whatever it is, followers of my page. I will tell you, I'm still uncertain as to what I'm going to use it for in terms of content. I've got some ideas on that. It'll obviously be separate, different content than what you'll find on the YouTube channel. Otherwise, why do it? I'm thinking that it'll be mostly still photography, not video, which the video would be for the channel, the YouTube channel, but that's really undetermined. But I'd love it if you would join me on my Facebook journey, which will parallel my YouTube journey. I sure would appreciate it. So back to the accessory install that we're going to have done this morning. So I'm going to actually pull over here into this parking lot to give you kind of a look at my grill screens now. One of the things I know I'm going to be doing when I hit 5,000 miles is just an update on my satisfaction, and I am totally satisfied with the Spyder. I just love it. It's got its issues, but we all have our issues. But what I'm going to do is just show you the grill screens. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it off here, and I'm going to use the iPhone to give you a better vantage point. So as you can see, and many of you already know this, certainly if you have a Spyder RT, you know it, and if you're in the market for one, as I know many of you are, you probably have already heard about this, but the grill screen is almost a magnet for bugs. It's, you know, low slung, but the real problem with it, every radiator grill on a motorcycle, you have those issues, but it's so inset, it's recessed into that portion of the body panel that it's very hard to keep clean. I wash the bike a lot. I mean, it's pretty clean right now. I want to say my average is once a week that I'll wash it. And I didn't do that when I had my two-wheel motorcycle, and I didn't do that with my car. I wanted to keep the interior of my car clean, but with the Spyder, I feel like I want to keep it cleaner because as my sole conveyance, you know, if it's got dirt on the Spyder, that's essentially the interior of my Spyder, of my car, if you will, because this is essentially my car. So anyway, I keep it clean, but it's hard with those bugs and the grill screen. There is a screen in front of the radiator, but it's recessed so far back, it's just hard to get to. So I'm going to have these accessory grill screens from Sling Mods installed at the dealership, and what I'll do is I'll get you an up close, probably also with the iPhone, when they're installed, and we'll see what we think of it. And I'll pick it up back when we're in Akron at the dealership. So that was quick. I was at the dealership for about an hour, and they put the grill screens on. I will tell you, I am thrilled with the way they're much flusher to the front of the bodywork. I would just say that I think I referenced it earlier, but when I do my 5,000 mile review in terms of my satisfaction levels with the Spyder up to that point, and that'll be coming up soon, I think when they revise this, now who knows what they're going to do with the body. It could be a complete refresh and a complete, you know, revision of how those grill screens are handled. But if they're going to do anything like what they've done on the current 2020 through the current model year for the RTs, they ought to take those radiator screens and just flush them out, so they're so much easier to, you know, clean and whatnot than, and to maintain, quite frankly, than where they are currently. At least that's my 2 cents. So when you think of New York, you think of New York City and the Empire State Building and all the rest of it, but this is New York. We're just not New York City. We're out here in Western New York. But anyway, so I'll give you a quick glance. I'm going to pull over at the next available stop, and we'll take a look at what they did. So you see what I mean. Not only do they look good, but and by the way, those screens come in silver and black. I've got a carbon black Spyder, no chrome on my Spyder, so obviously I went with the black. But you can see how much, forgetting the aesthetics of it, how further forward they are than the radiators are. I will say, I think it's kind of almost humorous that I've got bumblebees that will have a permanent home in my Spyder, I should have cleaned them out before I brought it to the dealership, but I didn't do that. So there's some bugs that will find eternal rest in my Can-Am Spyder. But anyway, I'm happy with it. Maybe I could have done it myself, but I'd rather not. Now that's a cool looking church. That is awesome. I just wanted you to see what I was coming to Bucks for today. If you are on Facebook, I'd love it if you'd go to my Facebook page, which you can find at Spyder Minimalist, and follow along, and we'll go on this Spyder journey together. Until then, please hit like if you like this video. If you're not already a subscriber, if you'd hit subscribe, that would certainly be appreciated as well. And whether you subscribe or not, I do appreciate you watching my videos. Thanks, and you have a great day. Bye-bye.